Hello guys, today I will be sharing with you guys how to differentiate series and parallel circuit and how to solve these two type of circuit. So let me draw the circuit. So this is the dry cell, and then wire, then this is a resistor. Okay, as you can see, on your left hand side is series circuit, and on your right hand side is your parallel circuit. So series circuit only allows the current to flow in one direction only, while in parallel circuits it allows the current to flow in many directions. In the series circuit, as you can see, the tail of the R1, the resistor number 1, is connected to the head of R2, and it can be concluded that the resistors are in series circuit. While in parallel circuit, the head of resistor R1 is connected to the head of resistor R2, so it can be concluded that the resistors are in parallel circuit. Before we do the example, for me, if the current flow through a resistor, the head of the resistor I will write 1, and the tail of the resistor I will write 2. If the circuit is in series, for example, I give an example. If this is an example of the series circuit, so the current flow through from positive to negative. So when the current flow through R1, I assume the head of the resistor is number 1 and the tail is number 2, and then when it's flow through R2, the head is number 1 and the tail is number 1. So as you can see, the tail which can be the tail of R1, which can be represented by number 2, is connected to the head of R2, which can be represented by number 1. So it can be concluded that when 2 meet 1, the resistor are in series. So what about parallel? As you can see, the current flow through from positive to negative, but when it reaches the node here is the node, the current will split into 2. But don't worry, you just write the number out. When current I1 flow through R1, resistor 1, so this is number 1, this is number 2. So when I2, current 2, pass through R2, resistor 2, so the head will be 1, the tail will be 1. So we can see that number 1 is connected to number 1, number 2 is connected to number 2. So we can so when 1 meet number 1, the resistors are in parallel. So let us do the example of series and parallel circuit. So let us do the left hand side first. So the first step is you list out number 1 and number 2 at every resistors. So for the 5 ohm resistor, when the current pass through here, so this number 1, this number 2, the head and the tail. And for the 6 ohm resistor, the head will be number 1 and number 2. So we can know that the resistors are in series. So in series, RT equal to R1 plus R2. So 5 ohm plus 6 ohm. 5 plus 6 so equal to 11 ohm. So yeah, so by using the Ohm's law, V equal to IR, V equal to 10 is given, and then I we don't know, and R is 11 ohm. I, the current will be 10 divided by 11 equal to 0.1 ampere. For the parallel circuit, the first step is what? Yeah, you need to list out 1 and 2. So the current pass through here, the current. So this is number 1. Pass the current speed and go down from here. Yeah, I1, I2. So this is number 1, this is number 2. This is number 1, the head, and this is number 2. Yeah, as you can see, 1 is number 1. As you can see, number 1 here is connected to number 1 here. So, and number 2 here is connected to number 2 here. So, they are in parallel. So, to find the total resistor, RT will become 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2. So it will become 1 over 5 plus 1 over 6, negative 1. So the total resistor is equal to 2.73 ohm. So how to find the current? By using the Ohm's law, V equal to IR. So V is equal to 10. And I we don't know. R is 2.73. Yeah, so I will be equal to 10 divided by 2.73. So the current of this parallel circuit is 3.66 ampere. As you can see, I use same value of power supply, same value of resistance, and then the current of each circuit is not the same. For the series, is the total current will be 0.91. For the parallel, the total current is 3.66. So if you put a light bulb, if you change the resistor to the light bulb in the series circuit is dimmer than the light bulb in the parallel circuit. To summarize, when the current flow in a resistor, the head will represent by 1 and the tail of the resistor will be represented by 2. If it is the series, 2 must meet with 1. If it is the parallel, number 1 must meet with number 1, and number 2 also need to meet with number 2. Yeah, this is one of the ways to identify the resistor is in series or in parallel. So we end our lesson here. Thank you very much and see you next time.